Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hey everyone, good morning. It's 8 o'clock on the start of a Wednesday. Welcome to Second Cup on the road for Hour 716 live in North Tonawanda.
Happy Wednesday from NT.
This is so cool. We're at Coffee and Stone, which is right on Webster. And if you've never been here before, they have some really, really amazing breakfast sandwiches, among my favorite in Western New York.
I can also confirm that they have good cookies. I would show you the cookie. Unfortunately, it disappeared.
Now, I just want to be perfectly clear. We paid for all of this. So we're not like sponsored or endorsed or anything like that. Though an endorsement here or there might be a good thing for us.
To be fair, I did not pay. Ed asked if I wanted something, and I said, please give me a cookie.
Okay. Also,
so
to be fair, the company paid for it. So thank you, Uncle EW. Appreciate you. Glad you're with us to start the day. It is a gorgeous day here in Western New York. We are literally right by the water. And I don't know if you saw coming over the bridge into North Tonawanda, there were already boats lined up.
Sure were.
Okay, this is the start of Canal Fest weekend. So you know what happens if you're a boater. People come down here and they tie up like 2-3 deep. But some people stay all week long to really enjoy the music on the water, enjoy all of the festivities that Canal Fest brings.
It's a lot of
fun. Food, I know.
Also, we were talking this morning. So Aaron Mikowski grew up in NT, and we were just saying like how great this like revival area has been. Like
awesome.
These streets are so cool. They have such great restaurants. And like you can't beat this view.
Well, so this used to be Spot Coffee for a while, and then it transitioned into Coffee and Stone. And this one cafe is really helping almost revitalize the entire Webster Street block. And I mean, there's so many businesses down here.
Well,
I mean,
there's awesome restaurants around here. Like
Frankie Primo's,
Canal Club. What's up here? Remington Dockside's over
Remington
there.
and Dockside are all
there.
back there. But say Cheesecake, one of my favorites.
What's the other one? Jamie Shower was there.
The French restaurant.
Webster, is there one Webster something?
The Grill.
There's a Webster. I can't remember, but right up here on the corner.
Yeah.
But like all the food I've had has been up here.
It's so good.
Awesome. And then what's the other one that we also really like?
Prescott's.
Down before Prescott's.
But that's on the city of Tonawanda side. So, you know, I mean,
Canal Fest spans all of it, though.
Exactly.
Like, you'll be good. You're not going to go hungry.
Debbie said I grew up in North Tonawanda. What's your favorite part about it, Debbie?
And Debbie, what do you think about how it's changed over the years?
And Anita says Webster Street has so much to offer. You just got to explore.
Yeah.
Oh, Figmore. People love Figmore. Webster Bistro.
Thank you, guys. That's what it was.
Let me tell you something. If you're looking for oysters and a good martini, Remington.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I love a good martini.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, we came down here. It might have been last summer, actually. We came down here and we were tied up with the boat. We were, just hanging out.
Just, guys, tied up on the boat.
And
just went to Remington for a martini and some oysters.
Well, so literally sitting at the bar. And Russ, he wasn't even drinking it. He goes, I'll have 2 martinis. 2 martinis. 2 martinis, really, is what he said.
2 martinis?
He said, what did he say? Tea martinis.
And they're like, none for you, sir.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, you're cut off.
But the oysters sitting there, and like they're fresh oysters, it was to die for. Mm-hmm. Our boss is here, Aaron. Yeah, the beautiful Riviera is right down the block. Actually, and you know what? Some of my favorite wings come from North Tonawanda.
Oh, I know. You love those wings.
Oh, my
Dwyer's,
God.
Right?
Dwyer's Pub is here. 200 Main. What is that, Mark? Let us know what 200 Main is. Lots of new restaurants. Exactly. He's had the Aperol Spritz at Frankie's.
Listen, while we're talking about restaurants and talking about, how great everything has become up here, let's bring in one of the owners of Coffee and Stone. John is going to move the camera around. Bill is joining us this morning.
Bill and his son, Will, the two owners.
And Will.
I love that.
Is Will a junior?
No.
Bill and Will.
We learned that from my dad and my brother.
I love
Got
that.
a little too confusing.
Yeah.
All right. So, Bill, let's talk about this. I mean, here we are. It's 2025. After COVID, we kind of saw some downtowns take a hit, but downtown North Tonawanda seems to be doing really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
We're going on our 3rd anniversary here real quick. And we've had nothing but growth the whole 3 years we've been here.
That's awesome. Good for you.
It's this community. North Tonawanda supports North Tonawanda communities. It's unbelievable how they wrap their arms around you. Just do it.
And let me ask you too, because we'll talk about an expansion in a minute, because that's some exciting news you have. But just Coffee and Stone. Where does the name come from? Where'd you guys get that?
Our executive chef did that. Coffee because coffee. And the stone is actually the stones in the oven.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you use? I mean, is it just
The pizza oven's got a stone in them, so when you deck a pizza, it gets that darkness to it on the bottom.
awesome?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Do you put like pea meal or something on the bottom, or what?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nope.
Awesome.
None of that stuff. Yeah.
You
So-
got that flavor that bakes into it then.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Everything that's on top is what does the magic. So you know what? We've got two real chefs, beyond the line cooks that do this amazing work. The two chefs that design the food. I mean, it's like when you've got a certain kind of lettuce on a sandwich, it's because it offsets something. I'm not a chef. I love to cook, but the way they build these things, it's unbelievable how they go about and why it's the way it is.
Kathy says love Coffee and Stone, and I do too. I mean, I've come here a lot during the summer, and it's honestly one of the only breakfast places in the area. So if you're coming down and you're a boater, you've got something going on overnight, and you're staying down here, this is the place to be.
Right.
And what I've realized is that you could get a great breakfast sandwich at a reasonable cost. It's not expensive, but it's delicious.
I actually noticed that. So you guys have a breakfast platter for $7.
Yeah. That's
I feel like you don't see
Right.
that. Is that important to you to try to keep it?
They wanted to make sure that there was that on the menu too, so that everybody has some. If you look at our menu, it covers such a wide range of foods, and they're open. You can order a pizza at 7 a.m. You can order a breakfast at 4 o'clock.
It's my favorite.
10 to 4. Let's say that.
You
So-
got to fire up that stone.
Yeah.
Kelly says we used to tie up by Dockside before it was a restaurant and plug our boats in the building, all before any of the updates were made. It's such a huge improvement. Talk about all of the improvements that have been made in North Tonawanda, because there are some people who are watching, and I just pulled up a comment here. Cindy says, it's great to hear about NT. I don't know much about it. Talk about all the improvements.
Come on down our main street here, this Webster Street, and you wouldn't even recognize it from 5 years ago.
Right.
Especially where the Riviera Theater is. The Riviera bought out the rest of that building over there, and they turned it into a really nice place to meet before a show. Places like Canal Club and Webster's Bistro that have been there for years. You got high-end restaurants. You got Frankie Primo's up the street. Everybody knows that place. It's fantastic. James does an amazing job over there. It's just, it's nice too, because we have been spoiled because we're open from 7 to 4. Nobody else is open during this time. So any of the parking here is ours,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we close at 4 and 5 other restaurants down here open up. So
It's perfect
they
timing.
They can deal with it. We don't have to. And we've got 2 chefs that go home at 4 o'clock. It's not
a great
common
day.
for a chef.
No.
Yeah.
So if people are going to come up, because with Canal Fest starting, you're going to see a lot of people coming up here. What do you recommend they do when they come up and down the street?
Oh, stop everywhere.
Great point.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody has something a little bit different. It's like the Webster's Bistro. It's classic French. So
Right.
it's there are different things that you can do here every day. It's a great place to kind of hop around, and the shows that are at the Riviera Theater are second to none.
Bill, I wonder, why did you choose North Tonawanda to open up?
I have a very good friend of mine, Joe Jacoby, who does real estate, and he helped us. It took us a year and a half to find this place.
Wow.
We started on Hurdle, didn't work out, and he brought us over here. He said, I want you to look at this place. We knew when we walked in the door, this was us.
Love that.
It's just how it was.
But you're expanding
I was going to say,
anyway.
speaking of Hurdle, you're going back.
We're going back, yeah. Same guy, Joe Jacoby, got us a place over on Hurdle, and he's like, you got to come over and look at this place. And it's the right time to move what we're doing and to expand.
So where on Hurdle? When do you open? What do we look forward to?
Norwalk and Sterling, just up the street from the North Park Theater.
Okay.
It's a little place and again, we're right next to a 40-car parking lot.
Oh my!
Hurdle.
You can't beat that. I love
I
that.
gotta say, the area of Hurdle that you're talking about a little bit reminds me of here too.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
absolutely.
walking up and down. There's a lot of different things to do.
Traffic.
Foot traffic. You can
Yeah.
swing in, grab a coffee, and then check
Right.
out all the other spots.
Yeah, absolutely. We're right across from Terry's Workout Center, Grandma Mora's. It's a young area. but it's a well mixed area
Yeah.
too.
So much potential for growth and expansion. Obviously, congratulations
Absolutely.
to you.
Yeah.
This is again one of my favorite places in Western New York.
Someone's already saying, Jeanette, excited for the Herta location?
Yeah.
I'll be there a lot.
Nice.
Thank you so much for letting us come in here. We really appreciate you. We'll let you get back to work here
All
because
right.
you're
Fantastic. Nice
starting to get real
It was
busy.
Really nice to meet you. Yeah. The cookies were amazing.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So a couple of things we wanted to talk about here, and I really love this story. And we talked about it this morning at about 5:15. The People's Fund. This is a huge opportunity for about 30 people in the city of Buffalo in 3 specific zip codes to get $6,000 for a year.
Per year.
So we're talking about $500 a month
Mhm.
for 12 months in 3 specific zip codes: 14208, 14211, and 14212. Now, why is this important? We're talking about the area where we know they are economically disadvantaged. We're talking about the area around Tops in particular. And, after the mass shooting there, we saw how there were so many disparities between that community and so many others.
Yeah, so picture like Maston Ave, I'm trying to think, East Ferry, near the Tops, like you mentioned, MLK Park area, Genesee Street. Trying to give you an idea of where exactly these zip codes are if you're not a city of Buffalo resident here.
What I love about this is that this is just free money. You literally can do anything with it.
Yeah.
And, it's only going to 30 people. So they're going to literally be able to, I don't know, pick up the pieces in some aspects of life. How many of the people who live in that neighborhood are renting, living check to check, cut, or frankly having a hard time making ends meet? And look, we heard from some people this morning who said, well, why is it only that community? And what about other communities? And like Lovejoy in particular. Grace was talking about Lovejoy in particular. There are so many places around town that are struggling.
Yeah.
But this place in particular has been known for its struggles. And it wasn't until the shooting that we actually see attention.
When you see something like this, is you got to start somewhere.
Right.
And a great place to start. Okay. I don't know if they're going to expand, but let's see how this program works,
Sure.
And it'll be so great if we were able to hear from some of the people I would use them for, because, one of our reporters went out there and found somebody and said, hey, should you win, what would you use it for? And she was mentioning medical bills,
Her husband.
like things like that can really make or break people. And so
Right.
this might just give that little boost.
Julie says that is a rough hood, no question. I hope they spend it wisely. Me too. And I mean, we're talking $500 a month. What would you do with an extra $500? I mean, how much could you buy in diapers and formula? I
Yeah.
mean, that's a lot of money.
So there's that. And then you also think about too, having that little bit of money. Let's say maybe you're not used to living with it. So you've been living, as frugally as you can, right? That would maybe allow you to set yourself up a little bit.
Right.
Put a little aside for retirement, put some into a college fund for something.
There you go.
You could use it to build.
So Rosemary says, I hope it goes to the people who live there and not the landlords. And it will go to the people. I mean, we're talking 30 people in particular who can apply for this, and then they're going to make some sort of a recommendation as to who will get this of the people who apply.
Mm-hmm.
Is the audio messing up here, John?
Can you hear us okay? Is it the Wi-Fi?
So yeah, it's a private program. This is not public dollars. It's part of. It's not coming from city government. It's not coming from.
No, it's the Crossroads Community Fund.
Exactly.
Grassroots organizations putting into it.
So it's not like your tax dollars are going to this literally bonus program.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is just incredible. Let's give it to the people who need it.
Yeah, I got a text from my dad, says we're having some technical difficulties. So let us know if there's anything that we can do. We think it might just be a little bit of the Wi-Fi or something that's having a little bit of an issue. Our audio is majorly messing up. Oh no. Well, hopefully you're going to be able to continue to hear us. I would love to talk to you about those car loans, because so many people were talking about that this morning.
Oh my God, how many people are paying
If you
$1,000?
if you don't mind sharing,
share,
or maybe you've looked into getting a new car.
They say the Wi-Fi is bad. Are we on the coffee shop Wi-Fi or yeah? This is so weird.
Well, I can try to bring this up on my camera if you want. Let me try this. We're going to be on my audio then too, though.
Here, I'll bring you up here. I'm in. All right, here we go. Let's talk here. All right. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
We'll try this.
Okay. So let's see if this is any better here.
Ed's mouth is moving, but nothing is coming out. There's a first time for everything. I really wish that was on. Okay, John says he can hear us.
This is better, worse.
Okay. Mark says it's so bad. Nancy says not. All right. Well, you know what? We're just going to roll with it. We'll do what we can. Let's.
Now I look frozen.
Oh, my mom says it's worse.
Okay. All right. Let's see if can I remove the big camera and I'll just put the laptop in.
Give it a shot.
All right. If this is any better. Can you hear us now?
Good. Remember that commercial? What was it? T-Mobile or something?
Verizon. Still driving my 2020 Kia. Danielle says, refuse to get rid of it. Work from home, so don't drive much. See, and like I feel like that's what happened in the pandemic. Like a lot of people just stopped using their car. A lot of people working from home. Right?
Okay, can we talk about though? Like, you guys know that I'm frugal.
Right.
I'll say cheap. I can't believe we were car shopping a few years ago, and I couldn't believe how expensive some cars were, and not the like your designer cars, right? Just like your middle of the road cars.
Well, and so that's what I got my car right before the tariffs started, and I thank God I did. Like I'm still paying a lot of money.
Oh, that's right, because didn't you get a new one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I swear to you, Shirley, I mean the payments were awful. She says we were tired. We'd love a new car. The costs and payments are awful.
Right.
I know.
So I was doing the auto loan calculator. I showed this at this is just the Carvana one, right? Like, so let's say, and what's the median car price these days? About 40 grand, something like that.
That's insane.
Something like that. If you bought a car for a little bit more than that, I did 41.5. Said you put $1,000 down. Your car payment would be $731 a month if you had good credit and you had. I think this was. I'm trying to remember what the interest rate was for this one. I think it was like 8 or 9%.
Do you know what Russell
9%.
says? Don't put any money down and negotiate the price down. That's what he says. I don't know how feasible that is. I mean, it worked for me.
Why don't you negotiate the price down and then put money down? Like if you get it down to whatever.
Because what he says is that you don't want to lay any money out for it. For better or for worse, you want to have your cake and eat it too.
For a lease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I just can't believe, when we talk about how expensive some of these things are, let's look at the median car price.
Melissa says car payments are out of this world. You can't even afford to get a new car anymore.
So this is the average price this is an AI overview, quick Google. Average price for a new car in the U.S. around $48,000. Average used car price, used car, $26,000.
Okay, well, and so that's one of the tips that these experts have for you, that if you are, looking for a new car, check out a used car because they said that you could get a better deal.
And they were saying not an old used car, maybe 1 or 2 years.
Right.
And they said it could still be under warranty. Like maybe your warranty is like 36,000 miles and somebody only drove it 10,000 miles a year. You can still get it under warranty for a little bit.
Anita says deposits are like lost money. That makes sense too, right? Mark says a friend got a new car last summer and had a 4-year trade. She got what she still owed on her old car.
So I don't think a deposit is lost money if you're buying the car. Because if your plan is to just
own it,
pay it out and own it, then you're paying interest on less money, And if you can throw a little more towards it, that's always my goal. I always try to do that.
It's hard these days. Nothing is cheap. Nothing is easy.
Well, and you can only do it let's say you have a mortgage too and you're paying your house mortgage. Like I throw extra money at our house mortgage, but then do you have extra money to throw your car?
Right.
It's like, where are you putting all this?
Well, and Danielle says credit unions have lower interest rates too. And so, borrowing money is so expensive these days.
That's such a good point because I shopped around for a interest rate and I found the best one through a credit union.
Got to do what you got to do.
100%, Danielle.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anita wondering how much more does your insurance go up with a used car?
Definitely something to consider.
Does that affect
Does it go up or does it go down?
I don't know. I was wondering that.
Only because your car's older. My
I don't
brother would be
know.
able to answer that question.
Right, he works for the insurance company. When it comes down to it, people still need a car, right?
Mhm.
So you've got to either take the hit or figure it out, right? Like you still need a car. You got to
Right.
get around.
Mhm.
Hello, Matthew. Yeah, we're in NT. We're at
Hey, Matt.
Coffee and Stone today, right on Webster. One of our favorite places. One of my favorite places. I love it here. Your mom weighing in here. I got a better interest rate with car manufacturer than credit union.
Gotta shop around. Find who's got the best. Because when I was doing it, the dealership didn't have the best interest rate. The other place did.
Okay, so Connie says I'll never lease a car again. Did it once, but you have nothing to show after.
So here's what Ed's argument would be: you get a brand new car every 3
Exactly.
years, 2 years, 3 years, however long you do your lease for.
And
It depends on what you. It depends on what you like. That I leased for a while. I liked leasing, but then as I got older and had to pay for more,
Yeah.
and knew then there was going to be a baby at some point, then I was like, okay, we're going to buy this out because it's just not my favorite place to spend money.
and you're gonna just drive it into the ground.
I would rather spend money somewhere else.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speaking of money, how about this diaper deal that you have? I think this is really fascinating
So
too.
just real quick, we'll give you guys this diaper deal because if you've got little ones in your life or maybe you've got, grandchildren, good to know. So my girlfriends and I, we text about this because Target does this diaper deal every now and then. They usually, relatively often, you can get $20 off of $100 or a $20 gift card when you spend $100. But this week it's $30.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Oh, Bill.
Okay, somebody literally, these are fresh. Oh my god, you already had a cookie.
Oh, yeah.
You want to split
Are you
this?
trying to scam my cinnamon?
Here, come on in here. Come on
You
in.
want to come say hi to everybody? How about for a bite of this?
Okay, so I don't know what to even do with this because.
I know what to do with it.
All right.
It's on right now. It's live. Yeah, it's a live show, yeah. No, my gosh. We're happy to have you guys join in. All right.
Really good.
I turn around for 1 second. Let me just tell you about the diaper deal.
You want the other one?
Let me just have a little bite. Yeah, let me just have a bite. So listen about the diaper deal. Okay,
Yeah.
so right now if you buy $100, if you buy $100 worth of diapers at
All right, you want?
Target,
Yes, you do. Don't lie.
you know he wants it, but he can't put the
Right.
camera down. He's like, yes, no. You get a $30 gift card, and so it counts for like Pampers, Love, Huggies, all these different brands. Just go check there and see. You scroll down. Oh, that's a video. It's fine. Okay, wait. As I scroll down, you can see there's like a little blue line. Don't listen to him. Those are where the deals are. Check those. And look, these are Millie Moon. I know there's some people that like the fancy branded diapers and wipes, so you can get those as part of this deal too. So just know that you have to spend the $100 and then you get the gift card. You don't get to take it off of your total, I believe.
Okay, this is the best part of the cinnamon roll.
Oh my gosh, so good. Wow. It is warm, Anita. Mm-hmm. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that cookie. I'm going to get a major sugar rush. Mark says Target has an ad on YouTube and the Pampers box is as big as a car. Mm-hmm.
Garrett, you want the last piece? You're a liar.
Don't worry, Garrett. I have some over here.
It was huge.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Bill.
Delicious, Bill.
That's not him. Whoops. He kind of looked like him.
That's not him. Oh, okay.
Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
You know what Russell says? Those who eat the fastest get the most.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So now I'm going to have a terrible stomachache,
Yeah.
but it was worth it.
I'm just going to take one
I'm
more.
also not going to the gym today. I have a suit fitting today
For what?
for a wedding.
Yeah.
And
In case anyone was wondering, this is just like our conversation at our desk. For what? Well, Lenny, what color suit?
ooh, it's a green suit, like an
But
army
I
green.
don't
Mhm.
That's
I
pretty.
am so excited about this.
Can you wear it for work too?
Probably
not?
not. I don't know. I wouldn't wear this suit.
Why?
It's too nice.
Wear it on a day you know you don't have to go on.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Lori. Exactly. Thank you.
I think the baby and I are going to get the stroller out today.
Jeez.
Take a little stroll to get our diaper deals.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that was delicious. I mean, what do you think?
The icing is really good.
That's one of the best cinnamon buns I've ever had. It's true.
That's a ringing endorsement.
Even better than like Cinnabon. Sometimes I think Cinnabon, is like only for special occasions, like when you're traveling. This is an everyday thing.
Oh my God, no, it's not. If you ate these every day, you could be in major trouble.
Marguerite says, you're making me hungry. Nowhere in Batavia to get a fresh cinnamon roll. Need a bakery. Come on down to North Tonawanda, Marguerite. I needed this morning. You guys always make me smile. Thanks, Crystal. We appreciate you.
2 parts of the morning that were my favorite. Number 1, when you thought that guy was Bill and it wasn't. That was funny. And number 2, when someone said, Ed's mouth is moving, but nothing's coming out. That was hilarious.
Nothing comes out when you move your mouth. Just a bunch of gibberish.
Oh my gosh, that is an old song.
Right? Forgot about Trey. Anita's going to be healthy this morning. Have avocado toast. Marguerite probably eat something today. He has a nice gray suit on. Hide all the crumbs.
Okay, well, that was delicious. John, you're going to have to try this, okay? John never wants to look at you.
I know. I didn't even want any of your cookies.
He's so regimented. Okay. Well,
now I'm going to have to...
Everybody's got to come up and try this. This is a great place.
Not eat for the rest of the day.
And now they're going to be on Hurdle so close to me. I'm going to be like, walk and hopefully burn some calories.
Peter says... Second cup gathering at Coffee and Stone. Then we got to go to the winery not too far from there. There you go.
Love it.
Shirley says we all love watching
Hey,
Second
Shirley.
Cup.
Oh, Mark says he wish he knew we were here. We would have stopped by.
Mark.
You can come back tonight. The PM crew is going to be there.
So we are taking the show on the road this week, or not this week, today. We're going to be in North Tonawanda all day long. Taylor's going to be here along with Derek and Taylor Anthony. They are our Niagara County reporters. So we want you to come down, share your stories with them. Share your voice, give them an idea of what's going on in your world,
so that's
in your neighborhood.
I think sometimes people think, oh, where do we get our stories from, right? And so often just having conversations, like, you guys see what's happening every day. You know what I mean? Right. You guys know what's happening in your neighborhood. So yeah, if you're around here, swing by later. They're going to be here 4:30 to 6:30.
Poor job, Marguerite says. So they're going to be down by the water. Michael says, I wish I could come by tonight. Listen, and also, here's the other thing, Mark. We gave you a sneak peek about this morning during the morning show. So make sure you're watching 5 to 7 on Channel 7.
Oh gosh, you guys. This has been great.
Gosh, I know. So about what time will the Taylors be in NT today? So they're going to, Taylor is going to get here around 4, she said.
4:30, yeah. And definitely till 6:30.
Jeanette, you can literally tell us anything.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. We'll either take it and run with it, or just say you're crazy.
I'll take it and run with it, and I'll be here to shut them down if I have to.
Right.
Anita says she loves trying new places. Yeah.
Me too.
And there's a ton of places up here. It's been great. And I'd love to, as we were driving up, I was looking at all the little stores. I'd love a little store to go peruse.
We're going to be talking with Austin Tylet, who is the, frankly, young mayor here in North Tonawanda. That's tonight on 7 News at 5 and 6. So Taylor's going to speak with him. There's a couple of different places around town as well. So I just want to go through the plan here. Taylor Anthony is talking about Matt's Music tonight. Derek Hyde is going to be talking about an expansion at the Herschel Carousel Museum, and Canal Fest, as I mentioned, starts on Sunday. So we've got information for you about Canal Fest on WKBW.com. John, on the other side of the camera, is going to include a link to prices and all the information about rides in the comments.
Kathy says NT is the place to be for eats and drinks. Webster Street's hoppin'.
Yeah.
It's the go-to place. And Anita says her day doesn't feel right if she doesn't start it off with Second Cup.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for being part of our 716, taking Second Cup on the road today. We appreciate you being with us. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys.